What is up, guys? Welcome back to Dan's Reviews, and today I'm back for another good and bad video for today. This one's actually going to be for Fear the Walking Dead this week. This week was suggested, of course, by Megamat for me to go ahead and do the good and bad of Daniel Salazar from Fear the Walking Dead.
What we were doing out here, it wasn't just about doing right. We made the hard call for all of us just to live.
Okay, guys, so this is going to be doing another Walking Dead video for today, or I guess you could also say a Fear the Walking Dead video for today. This one, we're going to be doing a video talking about, of course, Daniel Salazar from Fear the Walking Dead. So, this is going to be going through his journey and his decisions from Season 1 all the way to Season 5 finale, all the way up to, going into Season 6 of Fear the Walking Dead. Now, this is the only other one I've done for Fear the Walking Dead, aside from, I did do one for Alicia. I think it was maybe a month, 2 months ago or whatever, but I have not done any other characters from the Fear the Walking Dead cast and anything like that. So if there's any other characters from Fear the Walking Dead you want me to do any good and bad videos for, I know it's not exactly the most beloved series, but definitely it is still a series that is still talked about and still has some good characters every once in a while. So and Daniel's a good example of a really good character. So I do want to also just say real quick, there was a Friday night in with the Morgans last night with Angela Kang, Princess, and of course Jeffrey Morgan and his wife Hillary. I mean, honestly, nothing was said. I mean, honestly, almost nothing was said. Really nothing was explained or nothing was confirmed or anything about the finale. So I was going to do a video about, Friday night in with the Morgans, but honestly, I mean, there really was nothing, and they didn't really release any information. But I'm hoping, because we only have like 2 weeks left until we actually get the online Comic-Con. So I'm very excited to see if we get a release date in the next couple weeks. And definitely if we do, we will definitely do a video on it. So yeah, really cool stuff. Figured I'd mention that as well. And but yeah, and without any further ado, let's talk about Daniel from Fear the Walking Dead. So he's introduced in Season 1, Episode 2. I remember when the city is falling, and basically he lets Travis and Chris and them basically stay there the night or whatever, and really good decision to help the people like Travis that kind of needed a place to ride it out. Basically his wife's leg gets pretty messed up out there, I remember, and we have the apocalypse, the world that falls basically, and he loses the first thing he loses is his wife. Now we have the military group, and he basically now he basically tortures a guy, which is basically Ophelia's boyfriend at the time, which is kind of messed up, and he basically starts torturing him. And honestly, really dark decision, but I have to agree with Daniel. It's one of the only ways you're going to be able to do it is interrogating him. So honestly, I kind of agree with Daniel. Now, the other awesome thing and the other good decision Daniel did in Season 1 is lead the zombie herd right to the military base. I love the part when he's like, you should save your ammunition, I love that. That's absolutely amazing. That's still one of my favorite Daniel scenes to this day. So of course, Ophelia gets shot, of course, and by her previous boyfriend at the time, but now that he's been tortured by Daniel, he wants to kill Daniel, and Ophelia gets shot instead. So, basically, we have, just Daniel and Ophelia, basically the only ones that are left or whatever with the group, and they go on the Abigail. Now, Daniel doesn't really trust Strand, and this is when we really start getting into Daniel and kind of finding out more about Strand. Now, I really love the part, and I know that a lot of people are probably gonna, I mean, maybe some people are like, what's the big deal? But I love the kind of slight interrogation part when, Strand is like, Daniel, you're sitting on $1 million boat, and then he's like, Daniel's like, wait, you're $1 million boat? You said $1 million boat. I love that. I think that right there, that is the Daniel people love. That is the Daniel that a lot of people love to see, is that kind of, really just trying to do whatever he can to get all the information he can get. And honestly, he's like the male version of Carol in Fear the Walking Dead. He really is. He's really awesome. And, basically, he doesn't trust Strand, and rightfully so. I mean, that's one of the decisions you'd think I'd say it's a bad decision, but honestly for Daniel, I feel like it's a good decision not to trust Strand, because he is a coward. He is only in it for himself, Strand. You can't say he's not, and honestly, Daniel wants to protect the rest of the group, and that's what he's doing in that case, especially his daughter, and yeah, I don't blame Daniel at all. Now, he does go pretty crazy in this, and basically we have him that burns down this, Celia's compound, basically, and we have a bit of a fake-out death for Daniel, which, I'm gonna be honest, when I first watched this, I didn't think he was dead. I I just didn't think it, and of course he's missing all the way up until the Dam storyline. Now, he still doesn't trust Strand, even though he says, I can take you to your daughter. He still says, I can't, I can't trust you, that type of thing. But after everything that, that happens with this Dante character, not Dante from Walking Dead, but the Dante character that was the leader of the Dam group, if you guys remember, that Daniel knew before the apocalypse, I think, or something like that. It looks like, basically what ends up happening is that we get to see Daniel and Strand, and they go to the hotel to look for Ophelia, and the hotel is basically destroyed. And he leaves Strand there for dead. And this is my next decision from Daniel, leaving Strand for dead. Honestly, I kind of agree with Daniel on this too. I know a lot of people are going to be like, Dan, you really do? You agree with it? Yeah, he made you go all this way to the hotel. He lied right to your face about your daughter being alive when he has no friggin' clue. And honestly, yeah, he kind of deserved that. Strand kind of deserved to be left there, if I'm being honest. I completely understand Daniel's just whole thing with that, honestly. So basically, we get to see him and Lola. The Dam really isn't going that well, and a lot of people are trying to break in and stuff like that. And man, just when I'm going over this, season 3 was awesome. I mean, wasn't it? Like, season 3 of Fear was so good. Just when I'm thinking to some of this stuff, like, honestly, season 3 was just the best. But anyway, basically we have Daniel, and he runs into Madison, and she needs water for the ranch, basically, and he still doesn't trust Strand. He kind of lets Madison know that too. Like, he'll if it's you, or like, Strand will not be loyal to Madison if it comes down to his life or hers. That's really the reality in it, and that's basically what Daniel says. So he loses Ophelia at the trade. So they make, a time to meet up, and of course Ophelia is bitten, and this is when we get the death of Ophelia. Now, this is a really sad scene, and it's really unfortunate, and I have to say, none of this is Daniel's fault, so I can't say any kind of decisions, good or bad decisions with this, but it's really, really sad, and it's definitely something I want to kind of mention. And Ophelia as a character, I didn't love her, I didn't hate her, but I just didn't love her, but honestly, her death really was good, because it really kind of did a lot for Daniel's character, and I really like what they did with his character after that. Now, we have Daniel getting shot in the face, the dam blows up basically, and he's gone again. I mean, he's gone again, and we don't see him all the way until season 5, episode 2, The Hurt That Will Happen, when he runs into Strand, and now all of a sudden he's he's a good guy, because at first he wants to kill Strand, but then he kind of wants to find out what Strand is up to, and Strand tells him that Madison died, Nick too, and all that kind of stuff, and yeah, Daniel just doesn't really want to trust him. And then when Strand saves Daniel's life with the plane, and it's killing all the zombies, which that scene was awesome. I'll admit, I don't like season 5 of Fear, but I really like the scene with the plane when he saves Daniel. I think that was really cool, and he's like, okay, I'm not going to shoot you in the face, that type of thing. So, and then he turns into a good guy, which they go too far the other way with Daniel in season 5, where he's too much of a good guy, and I really like some of the scenes they do with him. When he sees Alicia again, that was really cool. That scene was amazing when Daniel finds Alicia, when the plane, lands, and we have, Alicia, and she, sees Daniel again, and I like that scene. I thought that was really good, but, in the second half of the season, he basically, only a few things. I mean, he gives Dwight a haircut, he spends some time with Grace. She's kind of getting a lot worse, even though she's just pregnant in the end. Just like, what the heck, But, yeah, basically, the big thing about it is that Daniel kind of becomes, I guess, like a father-y type person in the group, I guess. I don't know. Is that what we're supposed to look at Daniel at now? Like a fatherish type for the group? And now when the group is all being separated at the end of season 5, his one goal is to find Charlie again. I will find you. And I mean, honestly, we all know what happens when characters say, I will find you. That never goes well. So, honestly, I am a little worried for Daniel. And I am worried for season 6, Daniel, in terms of his character, because I just don't feel confident that he's going to stick around. I feel like he could be around for a few episodes, because we know he's in the trailer. But I feel like he could literally be around for a few episodes, and then he's gonna go again. Like, I don't know. I hope I'm wrong, and they better not kill him either. I hope that they keep him in the show, make him like he is in season 3, and fans will like him. That's personally my opinion. So, in terms of, like, the bad decisions, being too nice and not killing Strand for shooting him in the face. Honestly, I'm sorry, but I would have killed Strand if I was Daniel. Honestly, I don't care what anybody thinks of me. I'm not part of this group anyway. Honestly, you shoot me in the face, I almost die because of you. If I find you, you're dead. Honestly, no matter what. That's my only thing about Daniel. I'm kind of like, okay, kind kind of questioning, you know? But yeah, I want to definitely hear your opinions about Daniel's character in the comment section below. What do you think? Great actor, you know, Ruben Blades, he really does a good job, but I definitely hope his character gets a lot better, because they're definitely, you know, his character's a lot less kind of just awesome as he was in season 3, you know? He doesn't do as much, and it's really unfortunate, because I really do like his character. So anyway, write your comments in the comment section below. Of course, I want to hear from you guys. Thank you very much to Megamat for suggesting this video, of course. And of course, if you're new here, click the subscribe button so I'm sending my Walking Dead videos. Follow Dan's Walking Dead reviews on Instagram, guys. And of course, I'll see you guys really soon for another Walking Dead video. Enjoy the rest of your day, guys, and peace out.
Anybody out there?